Oh my god, it's time to do this shit again. Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're finally going to be looking into Sangie today. The dark Sangie rises once more. And, you know, if you missed the snake thing stream that I did a while ago, I'm sure most of you have seen it. It was a fairly popular one, in spite of its subject matter. But, it was, if you missed that, Sangie is essentially the friend of this dude snake thing who liked to molest puppies and children. And in the very beginning, when we were reading the logs between Sangie and Snake Thing, it felt kind of like Sangie might have had some kind of conscience or something. He kind of felt like he was calling Snake Thing to stop doing what he was doing. But we soon realized that it was solely because he was jealous that Snake Thing was getting like 14-year-old boys, and Sangie wasn't. And also Sangie's well, you know, this is as usual, not a bully stream, and we wouldn't want to bully a convicted pedophile, but yeah, so yeah, it became pretty clear pretty quickly. I don't want to say that he's a bitch, but it became clear pretty quickly that, yeah, he's a bitch. But he didn't want to go back to jail. He didn't want to endanger himself. He did want to victimize children. That much was clear. And he had no problem victimizing dogs either. But as long as he didn't get caught doing it, that was the only thing that mattered to Sangie. So ever since that stream, Sangie's become what we call the patron saint of sex weirdos. The chaotic evil patron saint of sex weirdos, as opposed to the lawful good Rich Evans. But yes, we pop him up on the stream. You can see him down in the bottom corner there. And boy, can we just take a look at the thumbnail that I chose to do real quick? I made this in about 10 minutes. And it's not my best work, certainly, but what it is a bit alarming. Okay, yeah, you don't have to. That's fine. I didn't actually want that to be in the stream. It's okay. You don't need to actually bring it in. But what this is alarming because why is Sangie's mugshot more attractive than, you know, more attractive than this like proper picture that isn't a mugshot? I don't know, but we're gonna get all the Sangie info. We're gonna be furnished with every Sangie informations. And this is gonna be an exciting one. Let's see. What should I do first? Well, if you're not familiar with Sangie, I guess the first thing that's necessary is for me to take a sip of this Red Bull. Hang on. I've substituted the whiskey for something that's equally unhealthy, but less fun. So, anyways, if you're not familiar with Sangie, there are a number of logs which we have read. We've already seen these on stream before, but I'm going to read a couple of them. I'm going to kind of skim through them a bit, and we're going to get an idea for, you know, what your boy Sangie is all about. So what's a good one to start with? Well, firstly, we would like, you know, we need to be sure to show Sangie in the proper light, as he is a very good boy, you know. He might possibly be a little bit of a sex weirdo. He might be a convicted pedophile, but you know, he stands up for social justice, and that's what's important, as we all know. So transphobia, racism, and other bigotry on IB. I don't even know what that is. Inked Bunny. I think that's his site, if I'm not mistaken. I guess before I even read this, just drop this down here. Have it like right below him. That's good. But before I even read this, I guess I should mention, who is Sangie exactly? You've probably been watching the streams for a little bit. Intrepid chat member. You've probably been watching for a little bit, or you haven't been. Either way, you probably are wondering, unless you've, you know, read his QE Farms thread or anything like that, you might be wondering who exactly is Sangie. Outside of the logs with Snake Thing. Well, Sangie is a furry. He is a a DJ who goes by a couple of different names. I think he's known as DJ Toboe, DJ Nativis. That's his like full fake furry name is Sangie Nativis. And yeah, he's like a trance DJ or something. He's got some kind of website for like furry porn, I think, called Inked Bunny. And he's like a fairly well-known furry in the community. And apparently they haven't kicked him out of the community yet, so that's interesting. But yeah, so before we get into, you know, the real meat and potatoes, I felt like it was necessary to point out he's like a webmaster. He's pretty well known. I don't think he's like an artist exactly, but he is a musician, kind of. We're going to get to listen to some of his wonderful music, chat. I wonder if it's going to be able to compete with Onision or Justin RPG's music, but you know, that'll be that remains to be seen. But what, you know, the other thing that's important to know about him is, again, he's a very good boy. This weekend has been rough. We had literal Nazis in the street. A car driver murdered one person, but he tried for dozens. And a black man was beaten outside a police station. Police officers did little until people started dying. It is ridiculous. Many businesses have taken a stand against racists and bigotry, and even Furfinity has started cracking down on it harder, suspending Rory Raccoon. Well, I'm glad that Furfinity decided to crack down on somebody who has the wrong opinions, but, you know, didn't decide to close down Cepheus Rivendale's account where he actively talks to people who get his fucking telegram so that he can share pictures of the dog that he's raping. It's a good thing that Furfinity didn't decide to close that guy's account, but they decided to close Rory Raccoon for being like, I guess, a Republican. I don't know. That's cool. That's super cool. But Ink Bunny, they seem to be allowing the hate speech to continue. I'm disgusted that Rory and others are using IB as their platform to spew their bigotry, and cub furs in general seem to be taking an alt-right view on things. Guys, the cub furries are alt-right. You know the alt-furry movement? The movement? Well, now we've got an alt-cub furry movement. That's wonderful. This is ridiculous, as a huge amount of cubs are gay, and our president would not take kindly to it. In fact, our vice president would gladly shock you in the balls. Come on, Sangie, you know you'd gladly shock someone in the balls too if come on, Sangie. Don't pretend that's not something that you'd be into. Come the fuck on. Add implied pedophilia on top of that, and well, do we want to add that on top of it? Okay. Add implied pedophilia on top of that. There you go. Just imply that pedophilia real quick. Yeah, the right aren't exactly our friends. Guys, remember, if you are on the right side of the spectrum politically, you can't be friends with Sangie. I know that's really disappointing for all of you. I know that all of you MAGA folks probably wanted to go, like, you know, baby seal clubbing with Sangie or whatever, but that's just never going to happen because you've got the wrong opinions, okay? And Sangie clearly has the right opinions. We need to start making it clear that this shit isn't acceptable in our fandom. Yes, among the many things that aren't acceptable in the fandom, I'm gonna say this is not the highest on the list, but okay. We need to aggressively block those that spew this crap and let them know this isn't okay. If we do not fight against hate, it will just grow and grow. Just like the Sangie. It will just grow and grow. We can't stand by and let our community become rotten with hate. So yes, Sangie, as we know, is a very good boy who, you know, if you want to rape kids and dogs, it's fine. But if you even think about being slightly fiscally conservative, that's it, fucker. Friendship ended. Friendship fucking ended. All right, so that gives you a bit of an example on, you know, Sangie, as he would like people to believe that he is. And if you've missed the Snake Thing stream, now it's time for an example of what Sangie actually is. Now, I'd like to just say now, I don't do fucking trigger warnings because I'm not a bitch, but this is not going to be very comfortable stuff to see. I'm not going to go through it all in great detail like I did with the Snake Thing stream, because I did already do that. I'm not going to read through it all again, but I am going to read through a few of these logs. And, yeah, I guess if you, I don't know. I guess if you don't think you can handle the kind of stuff that... Fuck, it's my stream. Come on, you know what you're in... Fuck off. Listen, anyways, so here is Sangie talking to Snake Thing about, you really do need a kid to fuck. Let's drug blank and hump his butt, :D. Joking, of course. Just jokes. Just fun jokes. These are the kind of jokes that you share when you're not a weirdo. Sangie, I don't think the drugs would be needed. Perhaps, says Snake Thing, they may not. It'll loosen him up a bit so you can enter him a lot easier. You'd be able to get in quite deep, I'd imagine. I'm sure before when I read this I made a haha penis small joke, but I think it still fits. Anyways, yeah, so that's Sangie. That's a little bit of a departure from the good boy that we saw in that journal there. Glad I'm 3 beers deep. You said it yourself, chat member. So what else do we have here? Oh, here's the kid slut log. Yes. Does having that image make me a kid slut? Says Sangie. Yes, sir, it does, Snake Thing says. Don't worry, though. Being a kid slut is quite the promotion over a regular one. Trust me, :3. Haha, says Sangie. I sure don't see much action for being a slut anything. Even as a kitty diddler, Sangie can't get it fucking wet. Good job, bro. That's what happens when you look like a thumb, I guess. True, :3, says Snake Thing. That's why you're a kid slut now. Gotta get all them young'uns and corrupt the fuck out of them, :P. Giggles, XD. Now, obviously, that's not Sangie that is saying that there. You can see that's Sangie's the one with the pink. But, you know, do you think that a normal person who isn't a piece of shit would willingly be in a group with people like this? I don't know. That's, in my opinion, they probably wouldn't. So, let's see. What else is there here? What's this one? It's a bit of a long one. Iggy. Sangie's not in this one too much. But, maybe this one. Ooh. This is the one. Okay, it's not the one. This is not the one. Sangie's role here... The thing about Sangie is that he really is not as interesting as someone like Snake Thing. The problem is, though, is that he's still a free, person. And apparently the cops are just cool with that. So, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't really get into quite as much, disturbing detail as Sangie does, or as Snake Thing does. But, I mean, there's certainly enough here that it raises a couple questions. That's all. What did I say? Fine, I'll wait patiently for you to view young 14-year-old boy butt, says Snake Thing. When my roommate can't see my screen, XD, says Sangie. And stop seducing minors, damn it. He's uncut, too. Seriously, if you don't stop, I'm going to talk to your mom. Now, again, this is something we thought when I first did the Snake Thing stream. I thought that maybe Sangie might have been one of the people that betrayed the weirdos and leaked the logs or something, because there was a little bit of this where it was if you don't stop, I'm going to talk to your mom. He's kind of trying to tell Snake Thing not to do what he's doing. But it became increasingly apparent as we went on, and I wonder if we're going to be able to find the right pictures here, because these are all pretty disorganized. Sangie, you told me you'd stop and your mom extended more trust to you. And again, it kind of looks like he's got some kind of conscience or something. I think she made an error, and maybe I did too. So again, it almost looks like Sangie is like, you know, on the right side here. It almost looks like he's like, oh, this is a little fucked up, bro. Maybe you should fucking stop. But hang on. Oh god, what's the right one? There you go. Get rid of that one. So yeah, it almost looks like that. But again, the further that we got into this, the more we started to realize, you know, he's just like jealous. He's just like jealous of fucking... He's like a jealous boyfriend who's upset that the dude he's with is like fucking children and he's not able to fuck children. That's what's happening. That's what we became increasingly aware was going on here, was this fucking guy didn't have a conscience, didn't have any kind of like, oh, this is a bad thing you're doing, snake thing, maybe you shouldn't do this, maybe you should fucking quit. He just was like a fucking like clingy, I don't know, man. It's not jealousy, man, it's morality. He is a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Obviously. He's obviously a good boy. So we've seen some of these logs. There's a few more logs to look at here. I think we'll probably get to that, but I think I've shown enough of that to give you some idea. There's a lot of stuff that Sangie has been involved with in that group. This, if you're not familiar, this once again, this is the zoo sadist people, which you may have heard of. You probably saw my video about it if you're on this stream now, but this is the zoo sadist people, and Sangie was in that group, and he was friends with these people. So I mean, just let that, you know, let that be in your mind as we continue. If you're not already familiar with him, you know, now you are. Anyways, SpaghettiOs, here's a mugshot. Now, we don't know why. You can see I blanked out some of the locations and stuff, but not the name, because his name is, like, public, so it's fine. But we don't know why James Sangie Hoyt was arrested in 9/11/2008. Boy, all the worst things seem to happen on 9/11, huh? We don't really know why he was arrested, but we know certainly that he was. And names and aliases: DJ Toboe. We got the $50,000 bond amount. I don't really know how this shit works in I don't really know how this shit works in the United States, but like if you've got a $50,000 bond amount, doesn't that mean you need to like put up $50,000 to get out of jail? Isn't that what that means? So I would assume that he, I don't know, I guess did that. I'm not sure, but here's another mugshot, a different mugshot. This is an earlier mugshot when he got booked in on 2/11/2008, and he got released like a month and a half later or something. The amount of $25,000 for the bond for this one. Boy, it seems like Sangie can't stop getting in trouble. Of course, that was like, you know, over 10 years ago, but I mean, Oh, we got another mugshot here. Get a load of this dapper young gentleman, this epic gamer. You can't see the trench coat that he's wearing there in all its full glory, but this is the face of like V. Look at those ears. Look at those fucking like Dumbo ass fucking fly me to the goddamn moon ears on this motherfucking guy. Look at the side of he head. Anyways, but this one was from a couple years before those, booked in 12/14/2006, released like a year later. Bond 15,000 and then 50,000. So I don't know, apparently two different bonds. This seems to be the most serious offense that he got involved with, whatever it was. Among the ones that we can see anyway. This seems to be one of the more serious offenses. Apparently he was age 30 in 2006, which means he's like, what? Fucking 44 now? I thought he was like 36 now or something. But apparently he's like, I guess he's in his fucking 40s now. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, Sangie keeps fucking getting arrested. Interesting. Sure is interesting how someone who's such a good boy, who stands against that implied pedophilia that the right-wing people are doing. It's interesting how many times he seems to be getting himself in jail. You know, I don't know. It's crazy. What do we got here? What we got here? Oh. Sucks about RMFC. Also sucks when you know someone in the fandom is actively molesting underage people and you can't do shit about it. Yeah, it sucks when you know someone in the fandom who's molesting children and they didn't bring you to their party, doesn't it, Sangie? Isn't that just the worst, Sangie? I know. I'm sure. I can't sympathize, but I can empathize. Or maybe that's the other way. I don't know. But yeah. Interesting tweet to be making there. I don't know. Now we can take a look at this. This is going to be a little bit of a hard one to look at, not because it's like intensely fucked up. I mean, it is a Sangie stream. It is something on the Sangie stream, but it's going to be a little hard to look at just because it's very like zoomed in. It's going to be in pretty small text. But this is him making some kind of like dakimakura or something of fucking like Cub Simba from Lion King. He isn't making it, but he's talking with somebody who is making it, and he's the one on the left, I guess, as usual. Needs a communist Marxist symbol, though, for people to get their panties in a twist over. So we got communist Marxist Simba, Cub Simba with like a fucking rainbow flag. That's wonderful. Job done. Oh, woof. African Prince XD. Why am I laughing at that? Good God. Even though he just turned 18, this little lion still hasn't... This is Sangie talking, by the way. Still hasn't outgrown his mane, or grown out his mane. He's a sweet little boy, though, and loves to be cuddled. Can you help? Only with briefs, though? Totes legal, says Sangie. You know, when you're doing something that's legal and is not weird and should not be frowned upon by society, you usually mention that it's legal during the conversation. Inked Fur, so he's linking to, I think that's his site. That might not be his site. It might be a different site. That might just be one that he's like on. I'm not sure, but he links to this. XD. God, the description. Hey, I'm protecting me and my customers. We have a lot of international buyers. Don't doubt it. Just roll. I don't give a fuck if you put in a cub tag, says Sangie. Just on the store, it needs to say dis be adult. Not a real child, quote unquote, and then a smiley face. XD, I understand. This is a drawing, says Sangie. It's just very, very on the nose. And another smiley face. I'm sure someone will ask why he isn't a black lion if he's an African prince. XDD. Pence will probably say that because he's an idiot. That's right, Sangie. Fucking John Pence, is that his name? John, I don't know. Jimmingham Pence is going to see your weird fucking Simba cub porn pedo dakimakura with the communist Marxist fucking rainbow flag on it. Oh my God, I can't believe these are the words that I'm saying right now. This guy's so like, I hate to use a meme term like Trump derangement syndrome because that is a bit of a meme, but wow, when you can't even stop talking about fucking, I think it's isn't it Michael? I don't remember. When you can't stop talking about Pence during your fucking like child weird fucking logs. When you can't stop talking about Pence during that shit, you know that you need to just like disconnect from the internet. Don't worry, dude. The roving right-wing death squads aren't gonna fucking... They aren't out to get you unless they find you balls deep in a schnauzer. Anyways. Let's see. Oh, right. Pillow not included, so I have to get one from somewhere. XD. You should draw that damn art. You have to keep using off links. Patreon can host attachments. Yeah, but they downgraded. I'd rather blah, blah, blah. I run 2 Patreons. Smiley face. Nope. Well, meh. Attach them as files, not as the main image. The main image is compressed, blah, blah, blah. Are you sure they'd be okay with hosting literal cub porn, asks the artist. And we get the stupid anime face, shifty eyes face, and then the colon line face. No, that's the issue. Lol, external link it is then. If you posted feline penis, people would complain it wasn't human. If it bothers them so much, they can get the underwear version. At least people are okay with the underwear version, QQ. Well, I love his penis, says Sangie. Like an actual child. I mean human. Just make sure that's bigger. It's a little bigger so you can, just make sure that you can see it. Sangie telling this person, well, I love his penis, which, by the way, I did have to blur out here. I love his penis, says Sangie, like an actual child. I mean human. So just, remember, Sangie is a good person. He's a good person who stands against bad things and bad people, like Mike Pence. I think it is Mike Pence, but it's bad people who like borderline pedophilia and things like that. The evil right-wingers. But he does love those actual human child penises. So, let's see. Cub-friendly furry smut immigrant alternative. And this is a site that I believe Sangie operated or perhaps still operates called my.cutepaw.ws. And it's a furry-friendly image hosting site, which is a cub-friendly furry smut imager alternative. How are they about human Shota, though, asks this friend. Well, I run the site, says Sangie, so don't care. Smiley face. But how do you feel about it, though, asks the friend. I love it and have gigs of it. Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. We're getting this. We're getting this bread. We're getting that paper. I love it, says Sangie, and I have gigs of it. Just need to make sure that he's like his face is here. It's like the signature for this post. It's like Sangie approved. So he's like Chef Excellence Sangie. Yeah. So he has gigs of human Shota. Everybody. If you're not familiar with the term Shota, it refers to basically the male version of loli. So in other words, he has gigs of human child porn. He loves it. He has gigs of it. Very interesting stuff, We're learning so much about Sangie today. We're just learning so many interesting things about Sangie. What's this one here? This is some sort of fur affinity thing. I love Cub and hope to see some boy cubs from you soon, says Sangie. I love Cub, everybody. Remember, anybody who ever tells you that they like cub porn is a child rapist. If they haven't raped a child yet, they will. They're going to. They're a child rapist. Cub porn means child porn. So, your boy is a huge fan of cub porn. And human Shota, of course. Anybody here wondering now, or anybody here still wondering why Sangie is our patron saint of sex weirdos? Let's get that Sangie just front and center there. That's good. That's really good. So, yeah, that is about that for the stuff that I have saved in this folder. Now we're going to be looking at some websites and things. Hey, Chad, how you doing? Make it go away. It's Leafy without his hat. Between Leafy and Sangie, they almost have one full chin. I'm going to throttle him with my diamond armor in Minecraft. I want to feed this guy to a grown lion. What is it with all the prevalency of cub porn? I don't know. Cub porn is one of those things that I guess I literally described it at a Cards Against Humanity game one time as a throwaway or as a write-in card as babies, but they're also animals, so apparently that makes it okay. And that's pretty much what it is. Like, they don't... I think there's like a layer of abstraction where they're like, well, it's not child porn, it's cub porn, everybody. It's fine. And if you say that to somebody, then they don't assume naturally. I guess maybe also they look slightly different from human children enough that it's... I don't know, but yeah, I guess they think they can get away with it. But reminder, anybody who fucking talks about their deep-seated love for cub porn is not just stopping at cub porn. I can assure you of this much. Bad, Sangie. Bad! Go to your room! You did a bad, and I'm taking your computer and phone and 3DS. Shit, chat member. You're going fucking ham. Jesus, take the torture wheel. Please strangle Sangie. Doesn't PK Russell follow a bunch of cub artists? Yes, well, apparently PK Russell is also a degenerate piece of shit, so we might have to look into him at some point. I find it more disgusting that the other degenerates don't step in and stop this ultra degeneracy. Well, you know, thing about Sangie, thing about furries, and we talked about this when I did the Cepheus stream, is there seems to be quite a lot of them. And I know everybody in chat's going to explode into this fervor of, oh, but not all furries, but not all furries. But there sure seems to be quite a lot of them who apparently know that people like Cepheus and Sangie are still free. And they know what they did. And they know that there's evidence of these things. But they're cool with it. That's okay. It's fine. Probably because they also want to fuck animals. Again, I can mention that apparently Fur Affinity will yeet you off of the fucking site if you have if you own a MAGA hat, but if you have literal pictures on the internet of you balls deep in a dead deer like Cepheus, well, you know, that's okay. They can let that slide while people in his comments proceed to ask him for his Telegram so that they can do pervy things. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. So, yeah, again, talking about these people always makes me, you know... It really joggles the old noggin. I don't think joggle is a word, but it should be. It really joggles the old noggin. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Why are there so many furries who seem to be totally okay with Sangie being free? Well, why is there more of an outcry when a furry wears a fucking MAGA hat than there is when somebody fucks a dog? Why is that not a bigger problem for the furry people? And I know there's going to be some people in chat who are like, well, it's a problem for me. Well, good. Maybe it should be a problem for the fucking majority of you people. Oh, sorry, bully stream. Sorry, but anyways. It's time to get into... What are we going to get into now? Let's see. What are we getting into here? Okay. Oh, well, we should look at his Twitter, first of all. So this is a Twitter account of his called Social Justice Werewolf, which, you know, already off to a fucking fantastic start with that name. Social Justice Werewolf. What do we got? You guys think I should keep the fake PNG Chris Hansen on screen, by the way? I feel like that really adds a lot to the stream. I don't know. That's just me. Social Justice Werewolf. Gay, 36, cis male, Antifa, he, his, Red Wolf, business owner, art lover. Need inked fur help? Go to Inked Fur Prints. Oh, that's right. Ink Bunny is not his site. Inked Fur is his site. It's just almost the same name. That's why I got confused. Over 135,000 Nazis and sympathizers and apologists blocked. Use Block Together and subscribe to Block Together. Yes, chat. Sangie unironically endorses the use of the fucking Randy Harper block bot from Gamergate. No, I'm not kidding. Yes, that is on the screen right now. And yes, you are also reading this with me. He is actually in support of the block bot. Oh, that's wonderful. We got some Robin Hood stuff. You know, people like him love Disney. I think we found the main Disney demographic. It's sex weirdos. Help me, Telegram. You don't look so hot on the Apple iPhone X. She just I am screaming at all this tea she just threw on white America. This is a message from Sangie, by the way. Sangie is screaming at all the tea that this lady just threw on white America. White America. The Hugh Whites, if you will. Right. Not a wolf. And Antifa whispered, "Crime is good to me on the bus, but now I can never prove it. When will this nightmare end?" And it's almost like there's that would be a funny joke if there wasn't like mountains of evidence of Antifa people like breaking the law. So that would be a really funny joke. SJ Werewolf, I just realized the app sucking the most battery in the BG after the iOS 11 update is Telegram. Not optimized for 11 yet. Maybe that's maybe that's Apple or whoever the fuck runs Telegram looking into your shit. Maybe that's why. Maybe you should take that to heart. So again, you look at this and it's like this is the account. I would just like you all to assume that anytime you come across somebody with fucking Antifa and pronouns in bio and they're bitching about fucking Trump like 6 years after he got elected or whatever the fuck, they're retweeting blue check marks, making epic woke jokes. Just remember that they're probably all also like Sangie. Just remember. Oh, we can't forget Sangie is a big fan of Sean, the bread tube person. Now, personally, I am a fan of Big Joel and Jenny Nicholson, so I'm probably not in any place to talk. But yeah, he's a patron of Sean's. Actually, he actually gives money to Sean every month. So I wonder if Sean knows that he's collecting shekels from Sangie, from a convicted pedophile and dog fucker. Well, we don't know if Sangie's a dog fucker. We just know that he's very good friends with a number of dog fuckers. That's all we know. Let's see. We got some more fucking blue check marks bitching about politics. Oh god. Okay. Well, we didn't see that. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. So that's, some example of the the Sangie page, the social justice werewolf page. Let's move along to well, this is his DJ page. And we're going to just be real careful about that one. But this is his DJ page. He hasn't posted in a few years. Oh my god! But this page is also a banger. Get fucking guys. Loved you on Colbert, Femfreck. And then we also have I think there was some more oh yes, another great video from Femfreck. Women as reward. Tropes versus women in video games. So again, reminder that everybody who supports feminist frequency you can probably just assume they're exactly the same as Snake Thing. Or rather, Sangie. My bad. Got the wrong name there. Look at this. Look at this fucking face. Look at the banner here, guys. Don't you want to... You know what you're missing on that car, Sangie? You need a free candy sticker. You need a free candy bumper sticker. That's. I mean, how are you going to lure the 5-year-olds in? I mean, sure, it's a smoking hot car, and you're definitely not compensating for anything. But where are you going to get all the 5-year-olds? Also, retweeting Cenk Uygur, loving every laugh. LEL. So... there's not that much to look at on this page. This is mostly... Oh, do you host stolen content, child porn, or doxing organization Chans? Protect yourself by choosing Cloudflare. Guys, why are there so many convicted pedophiles who are like this guy? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You'd think he just wouldn't. I don't know. You think he wouldn't poke that bear? I don't know. But anyways, we know that Sangie's not in the habit of poking bears anyway. So let's move on to let's see. The Sangie Nativis on SoundCloud. Everybody, we're gonna get to hear his SoundCloud. This is very exciting. Now he hasn't uploaded anything on the SoundCloud in several years. He's got this from 6 years ago, 8 years ago. This one is an hour and 17 minutes. Guys, we're about to go on a sonic journey. Yeah! We're about to go on a musical journey. I hope you're ready for this. This is the dance demo from Sangie. I know you guys have been waiting for Sangie's wonderful music. But we're about to hit that fire mixtape, everybody. And every comment on this is from... Is this just a fucking... Oh, God. I can't even play this because it's all fucking remixes of, like, Rihanna and shit. God damn it. Turn it down. Oh my God, I hate it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't fucking like trance even when it's good, so I mean... Boots, cats, fuck cats. That should be the beat, you know? Make a whole song out of like, fucking cats, fuck cats. That'd be good. So that's the dance demo. Let's check out advert for Lunar Melodies. This is a radio ad for Furry FM of my new show, Lunar Melodies. Are we gonna get to hear his wonderful... Oh, fucking pedo, also hi... Oh, okay, hello. We're gonna get to hear his wonderful voice on this? I hope so.
Lunar Melodies with DJ Nativis on Furry FM and trance music with electro.
Well, this is exactly as greasy as I expected him to sound. Come to Furry FM with DJ Nativis, everyone. Yeah, come to Furry FM. Oh, by the way, we've got some fucking choice people in chat. Josephine live. I love sex. Tap photo. Join me. Thank you. Thank you, Josephine. You know, I also love sex. We're a match made in heaven. You know, I'm gonna be really disappointed if you turn out to be a sex bot. You know what? That would be bad. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I can only handle so many women lying to me in a year. Anyways, so that's the SoundCloud. And, you know, again, we don't get to hear too many of his wonderful tunes. I wonder if he's got... I guess he's got some, like, remixes. No, these are... Okay, these are not... These are from different things, but... These are from different people. Is there, like, Mixcloud? Oh, you can find more of his mixes over here. Guys, we're gonna get to hear more of his music. If this page opens. Okay, the page is opening. We get to hear more Sangie music. I'm so happy about this. 3 years ago, we've got, like... episodes of his show. We got like original songs here, everybody. This is from 7 years ago. Okay, well, this isn't a song. It's like an hour and a half, but it's something, and it's tunnel vision. Just looking down the barrel of a child's anus, as you do when you're Sangie. So what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This isn't even like a song. This isn't even like his own shit. It's just like a mix of some other shit that other people made. I guess that's what being a DJ is, but... Anyways, it's not playing. This one's... Ooh, this one. This one has his face. Did you guys see the... Did you guys see the face? Sadly, these aren't playing, because I think this website's like from fucking China or some shit. I don't know. I never fucking heard of this site, but can we play this one? The one with his face? I want to hear Sangie's face. I don't know. It's not playing. This is a problem. But The other problem is, again, if you look at this, playing tracks by Mr. Sam featuring Kirsty Hawkshaw, the dog. He's not even playing his own shit. It's not even his songs. This guy's not even a fucking musician. What a fraud. Jesus. I love the excuse of, oh, I'm a DJ. It means I'm an actual musician. Totally. It totally doesn't mean I'm just throwing together a bunch of fucking songs that other people made. I guess if he was like remixing them, that would be something, but it doesn't even look like he's remixing them. It just says he's playing songs from them. Is it just like a fucking mixtape of songs? Anyways, so surprise, surprise, Sangie's music is a bit of a fucking meme. So, and doesn't even really exist. So let's move on here. Oh, here's a good page. This is a wonderful page. This is the archived wiki fur page for Sangie, and as you can see here, it's a furry DJ, the owner of Inked Fur. Sangie's been active in the furry fandom since 2006. Oh, he was also active in prison in 2006. That's so cool. Starting off as a gray wolf, in 2007 he fell in love with red wolves and decided to base his character on them. Blah, 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 mobile life, blah, 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 music, DJ hobby. I love how at the bottom of this page, by the way, after all of this shit, talking about him being a musician and all of this like generic shit about your average person. Oh, what's this? The controversy section. What's that? Oh, god damn it. What the fuck? How did I just lose the... What? Okay. The controversy section. Sangie is a convicted pedophile. So it's like this whole fucking page is just like, oh yeah, he's a furry DJ. He really loves red wolves. He's lived in a few places. He's the, first... Fritz Fox was one of the first furries he met in person. Oh yeah, and he's a convicted pedophile, by the way. Just thought we'd also mention that. Just at the bottom of the page. That's no big deal. That's fine. That's fine. The furries accept all people. Okay? We open our arms to all animals. I mean, people. All types of people. So, yeah, that's the wiki fur. Really on top of things there in the wiki fur, guys. I'm sure you're not fucking in on it. Anyway, so DJ Toboe finally back. This is a page from yes, this is his live journal. This is his fucking ancient live journal from like 2006. Hang on. When was he arrested? When the fuck? He was arrested in... Hang on. He was arrested multiple times, yes, but the one time was in 2006. So, this was on 12/14/2006. This was the 14th of December 2006 when he got arrested for that one, and he was away for how long? Till the 19th of November 2007, so nearly a year. And meanwhile, here on his ancient live journal, which I didn't even know existed in 2004, by the way, but here in his ancient live journal, we can see his last post was in December 1st of 2006. He's just talking about trance shit. It's really lame. It's not interesting. And you can see his other stuff. If anyone could help a Lil Wolf out, that'd be great. But yeah, he's like, this is from 2005. Air Courier. And I remember when I was first looking at this page, I had not yet given a serious look at the mugshots that I showed. And I did not see the part where, it mentioned the specific years that he was incarcerated. And so I thought when I was looking at this, I was like, oh, this is from like 2006 or something, and further back. By the way, the final post on here is about Everybody Loves Raymond, and it's from summer of 2004. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna get the Everybody Loves Raymond DVD starting with season 1. Guys, you can't miss out on that. That is a TV classic. God damn it! I used to watch Everybody Loves Raymond. You fucker! You are not going to ruin more things for me. I finally landed something. Yeah, child. Xena meetup. My website finally bite the bullet. But yeah, I was gonna say when I was first looking at this page, I assumed, well, these are all old entries. This is probably from before he became a sex weirdo. You know. This is going to be from like 10 years ago, you know, and then I found out that most of his arrests were actually like shortly after this. We've got this whole part here about like, what the fuck is this? This whole rave scene is a snare of the devil, leading many young people to worship the devil as they destroy their mind and bodies, leading to an early death and an eternal doom separated from God in hell. Rawful. Okay, so here I was Google image searching for raver chick for some reason. I forgot by now. Anyways, I found Isker's site in the process, and I haven't laughed so long for a while. This is the way it's written. Oh, okay, so this is like a funny site for raver people. Okay, that's cool. So I thought that was him being crazy, but it's not really. He's in Florida with his Xbox. So not that much of interest here. He's not really going over his whole, like... Huh. I'm sorry. No, I'm just reading this. Thought this would be easy. He's getting contacts. He could have been blind. He went to McDonald's and got a quarter pounder combo. Thank you for letting us know. Okay. Wait, what is this? I walk in my Toboe outfit and I said nicely, I just got to work to find out my plain cheeseburger. Well, it's not plain, and if you could, get me some new fries, too. And the cashier just kind of smiled at me and said, aw, you haven't eaten lunch today? And I told her no and smiled, and the other lady handed me the burger and the fries. Would you like a new drink with that, too? I happily said yes, but the one at work was probably watery by now. Boy, so this poor lady at McDonald's, this fucking furry abomination walks in, and oh god. Apparently he's getting anal orgasms, everybody, so that's cool. Get you a girl who can do both. Anyways, but yeah, he went to a McDonald's, and this poor girl at the McDonald's just had to be like, oh shit, he's retarded. Give him whatever he wants. Ushi Con makes me feel all Ushi, daddy. Well, the convention was a lot of fun. Blah blah blah. You can see some like images if you want to go looking for them, I guess. There's not really that much of interest here, though. On this page, except for I have too many Wolf's Rain Dojinshi to let shit there being untranslated. The translator I have now is really busy, so I've decided to translate them myself. I found these cool kits at howtodrawmanga.com. You go, bro. You're gonna do it. So yeah, I got not that much of interest here, but this is like one of his old blogs, so that's kind of worthy of note. Also, his fascination with with Everybody Loves Raymond, which I mean is true for anybody, honestly. But that'll be one of his old blogs. Here we have Sangie Detivis on Patreon, where I don't believe he actually has an account anymore on here, or at least he's not a creator. I don't think. Maybe he was. He said he was. He said he had multiple Patreons. Shut the fuck up, phone. But he said he had multiple Patreons. Maybe they got shut down because he's a fucking sex weirdo. But, you know, that's okay because he's giving money to Sean every month. So I'm sure BreadTube Man is really happy about that, getting the money from the convicted pedo. So, yeah, that's interesting. He's got the Patreon. What is this? Discuss? Oh, yes. This is his, like, active fucking Discuss page. We got stuff about, well, not active anymore, really, but Cenk Uygur, Lady Gaga not returning for horse. How do we finally talk about ethics? The Masked Singer. Can you fuck off with this stupid bottom text? I don't want this. God damn it. Kanye West's Lift Yourself isn't as bad as you think. The phrase men's rights activism is a joke. Try humanism. Why don't we try humanism instead of feminism? Oh, that's right, because you people will get mad. That's right. What could Ted Cruz's campaign have meant when it called... Okay. How to choose the right cartridge for your turntable. Oh, God. Why are these people always into fucking Ubuntu? These fucking people are always into this weird fucking, like, CIA computer shit. Angels with Scaly Wings review. BGN movie review. I think the only ones he was offending are the majority, and maybe pedophiles. He always seems to punch up and not down. Black girl nerds. It's funny how many times this guy talks about the pedophiles, you know, on his various accounts. It's really interesting. White male super salty about Star Wars having too many women in the cast. So again, everybody, just remember that if you find somebody like this in the fucking wild, they're probably a sex weirdo. Don't take it from me. Take it from what we're looking at here. I mean, hey, this is one person on the internet. I'm sure he represents every person on the internet. It's fine. Dog that killed boy in Henderson released after 2 years in custody. Dogs can't be evil, doofus. He's basically put in doggy prison by being in a rescue. He's not a murderer. He's a dog. Well, if anybody's going to talk to me about dogs, it's definitely... I'm going to listen to Sangie when he talks. I'm definitely going to listen to his opinions about dogs. Since you're so anti-liberal, you must know Fox is hard right. Not like Alex Jones levels, but up there. Also, Breitbart is garbage and literally makes up most of their stories. I saw Fox News today. They were whining about the Clinton campaign working with the FBI. What? They're just trying to distract from the actual impeachment of the president. That's oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. I needed that laugh. Poor ignorant OP. How to record Netflix. Blah, blah, blah. Crimes against Americans. Inked Fur, Furry Friday. Kids ruin everything. Yeah, boy, isn't that just the fucking name of your fucking... Isn't that just the subtitle of your goddamn existence, isn't it, Sangie? Those kids just keep ruining everything. Indie FurCon, the end result of a series of bad decisions. Aw, that's no way to talk about your existence. Your mom probably should have swallowed you, though. The skeptic feminist YouTuber arrested for murdering female co-host. Grizzly smile face killer. Furry Friday, furry legal stories, Boozy's mailbag edition. The rape story got to me, having been myself. And while I usually... Nobody fucking cares if you had some unfortunate shit happen to you if you're gonna use that as an excuse to fuck children. Nobody fucking cares. At a certain point, it's no longer an excuse and you're just a piece of shit. Nobody gives a shit. Don't fucking use that like it's some... Oh, God. And while I usually think making fun of trigger warnings means you don't care about people with PTSD, well, I'll let it slide this time. Guys... We better be careful here, because if we, he might not let it slide the next time. If we make fun of trigger warnings, he might not let it slide, and that might be a red line in the sand for him. He might have to sniff your butt. The truth is the justice system in the U.S. does not know how to handle sex crimes, even with women, and they report it, and even go through the humiliating rape kit. The rape kit will likely not be tested for DNA. I like how much you know this, Sangie. I'm not even going to question why a convicted sex predator, why a convicted pedophile who's in a group with a bunch of people who drill holes in dogs and fuck them in the brains. I'm not even going to ask why you know so much about the rape kit and the the cops not testing it. You know, I'm just gonna assume that you saw a movie. You know what? I'm just gonna assume you watched a lot of SVU. So anti-victims in the fandom, and he goes off about how he was raped and blah 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 blah. That's why I fuck kids in the ass now. It's fine, guys. It's how I cope. Guys, it's a sexual emergency. You don't understand. Why homosexual marriage matters for straight men. Nazis murdered homosexuals, idiot. Your icon is ridiculous. You do know Nazis put homosexuals and the mentally disabled in concentration camps too, right? YouTubers say the darndest things. Lot of cis male white tears in the comments, P. So, I think that's enough of the discuss. We're going back 3 years now, but I mean, you know, that's the age that Sangie likes him, so it's fine. Anyways, so, yeah, we're gonna move on here. I believe this is one that I think Ark, sent me. This is an archived thing from his his fur affinity about some accusations. Hey everyone, some pretty serious accusations have come up, and I realize I need to clear my name. There have been claims that I was involved in a particularly heinous type of illegal activity. The truth is that I have never been engaged in anything illegal, with one exception. Then why were you arrested 3 times? I was arrested on a technicality that involved someone lying to me about their age. Okay, guy. Yeah, I'm sure. We'll just take your fucking word for it. I'm sure it's fine. It's not like you have admitted to liking human child penis or anything like that. No, it's fine. It's okay. We'll just take your word for it, dude. It's all right. It was just a mistake. They lied about their age. That's clearly what happened. Sure. Right. And then we've got this one here, which is similar, about how he got his charge expunged thanks to a skilled attorney in Utah. Everybody, boy, how do we feel about that skilled attorney right now? That wonderful skilled attorney who basically just allowed a bunch of extra dogs to get fucked. Why are they using the fucking Yakuza font? Stop! Okay, I got my charge expunged. I no longer have anything on my background, so now I can freely rent, get a job, and other things that most people don't think twice about doing. Obviously, an expungement doesn't change my past, but it does help me move past it and prove to society that I'm not a threat. So this was like 2 years ago. And from what I understand, this page got deleted real fucking quick after the other stuff started coming out. So, yeah, it's a good thing that he's now known as no longer a threat to society, everybody. You know, that's good. Is there anything else? I think we might be winding down with the Sangie. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. There's a couple more things. There's his weasel and his... Guys, the wind's picking up again. I think God got mad at the Sangie stream. Let me see. Oh, wait, what? Check the wiki for it just oh, God. You fuckers. Don't do that. Remember to keep your fucking hands and legs inside the goddamn... Oh, you fucking idiots. Alright, we're checking the goddamn... I'm fucking... I'm not even gonna show what it is. I'm just gonna see what it is. I don't want to encourage this dumb shit. Sangie Nativis. You know, it's nice that you've changed the thing to be a little more reflective of his, you know, actual life, but I don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to. I have a feeling they're gonna dial this one back. But yes, some edits have been made to the page. Anyways, I was gonna look at the Ink Bunny. So I said at the beginning of the stream, I think that Ink Bunny is like his site, and that's not true. I think his site is Inked Fur, and Ink Bunny is like a different thing. So this is his ink. Am I able to show this? Can I show this? Oh, God. Should I? Oh, fucking hell. I'm gonna show this for like 2 seconds. Look toward the middle top of the screen, chat. Okay, and that's enough of that. So... Wow, it is getting pretty fucking windy outside. The gods are angry, everybody. The sea was angry that day, my friends. Like an old man trying to send back soup at a deli. Anyways, so that was a tiny, tiny bit of his cub art collection here on Ink Bunny. And, oh my god. I'm gonna have to close my window in a little bit, but I also like the chaos, so... let me see here. I'm gonna show one, well, maybe a couple final things here. This is like his profile section on this Ink Bunny site. My fursona is pretty much me plus fur. Not very original, I know. Oh, so the furry also fucks children? Okay. Not very original, I know, but there are some differences. Specifically, my fursona is a red wolf, Canis rufus, which is an endangered wolf species that is more lithe in appearance and commonly mistaken for coyotes. I'm a trance DJ that has a day job as an IT analyst at a successful, well-known video game company. So you're the reason for insert game joke here. So you're the reason for Sonic 06. So you're the reason for Thief 2014. It all makes sense now. I absolutely love dancing almost as much as music itself. Music-wise, I'm all about trance and some other forms of electronica, such as trance. You can't say all about trance and some other forms of electronica, such as trance. I bet you fuck kids, you weirdo. Anyways, Eurodance, hard dance, progressive trance, some house, and a little breaks. Sexually, I'm full-on homosexual, and although I usually enjoy dominating, I still enjoy seeming submissive at first and wearing girly, tight-fitting clothing. Yeah, that's called boys large. I'm wondering where you get all that tight-fitting clothing. Why let my lithe frame go to waste anyways? Never say the word lithe again. Yes, I have other furry gallery accounts, but all my high-res commissions and sketches are posted here. He works for EA. I bet it was EA. It probably was. So, possibly, I'm not going to show too much of the art here because a lot of it is just like, I don't know. It's not like it's his art. It's all commissions from other people. So it's like fairly adequate, I guess, furry art. I don't know. It's fine. I mean, like, it's not. I don't think there's any dicks here. I'm not going to get like banned for it, but it's. Anyways, what's the next thing? There probably just one. This is the site. This is his page on Weasel. Which, oh god, these fucking, oh Jesus. There's not much to see on this one. There's not much to see on this one, but the one thing I will show, and you can see a tiny bit of the art here. Again, this isn't his art. This is art from other people that he's commissioned. But a tiny bit of his art here, you can see. Sangie nativus, 36, male, Austin, Texas. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your life. Winston Churchill. So remember, chat, if Sangie happens to have enemies, that's only because he took a stand. And he stood behind a child. Anyways, so that'll be, I think, probably it for the Sangie coverage. Kurt Cobain dead, donated $4.99. What? That'll be, I think, about it for the Sangie coverage. We're going to be getting into some super chats and stuff here in a minute. But yeah, finally we've done it. We've done the Sangie stream. Again, there's there's not that much stuff to talk about with Sangie. He is a fairly interesting individual, just for the fact that he is still free and available. You can still find him posting on sites. He's not in jail. The police will not fucking arrest him, apparently, because he has that skilled lawyer or whatever. But yeah, Sangie stream. Very interesting stuff.